We all woke up this morning with this bomb being dropped by Tesla after they filed to the SEC, disclosing an investment worth of $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. And more of that, they are planning to accept it as a payment for the cars they manufacture. In this video, I'm going to try to get in the implication for Tesla stock and ultimately for Bitcoin as an asset class. And let me know in the comment section, guys, if you do own Bitcoin at this point, or based on this news, do you intend to add it to your portfolio as an asset class? This is huge news, guys. Actually, this is the CNBC article I'm reading at. This is really, really, really good news, not only for Tesla, but also for Bitcoin. So as we can read here, the company said it bought the Bitcoin for more flexibility, for further diversity, and maximize returns on our cash. And here I want to highlight the maximize returns on our cash. Basically, Tesla adding 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin into the company's assets, it's a strategy in order to, really move away from the traditional currency and move into something as Bitcoin, because not only they are storing cash, because if they said store returns or store our cash, it will be a different story. But here they really have in mind to maximize the returns on the cash position. So keep in mind that Tesla, as of December 31st, 2020, had in total cash positions $19 billion. So the fact that they are putting in 1.5 billion on digital currency, it's something really huge. So to me, it gives a positive and strong statement to the market overall that, not only it's a company adding Bitcoin to their assets, in order to manage their cash, but also that Bitcoin is here to stay, and Bitcoin is definitely something that you need to add to, your portfolio, not only as an individual, but surely as a company. The fact that they may accept car payments in form of Bitcoin, this is also huge news for Bitcoin itself, because think about it for a second, guys. If more people can buy cars into Bitcoin, it means more transactions into Bitcoins. It means more people wouldn't have to sell Bitcoins in order to get it into US dollars or another form of currency in order to buy Teslas. They can, keep their overall portfolio labeled into Bitcoin currency and, purchase Tesla cars. So this means less selling power for Bitcoin moving forward. This is actually really, really, really good and very bullish sentiment for Bitcoin on the long run. So as soon as the news broke out, we can see a huge spike into Bitcoin trading price here. So right after opening around 10:40 GMT, we had $45,211 as the max price, for the intraday session. Right now, it's gonna pull back a little bit to 43,000 range, but this is something really huge for Bitcoin, and Tesla as well also jumped, because this is something that will be good for the overall profitability of Tesla as a company. So definitely something to keep in mind here for the lookout or the future outlook for both Bitcoin and Tesla. And finally, I want us to look at this article from Market Insiders, on 6 crypto experts' opinions right after, the bomb Tesla dropped on us with the Bitcoin thing. So first one, Tesla's Bitcoin acquisition is a strong signal for a new era of integration between cryptocurrency ecosystem and mainstream business, meaning here, more and more, this is a statement that digital currency, especially Bitcoin, can be integrated and implemented into mainstream business. The next one here says, the richest person in the world just told you he does not believe in holding dollars as a long-term store of value. We have heard from the smartest investors in the world, and now we have heard from the richest person in the world. Referring to Elon Musk being now the richest person in the world after he beat Bezos from Amazon on that podium. The next one here, Tesla moved further gives the industry validation and shows crypto resiliency in an asset class. The battle of custody, will be definitely moving away, but Tesla could either pull it off in their warehouse solution, though they may suffer into flexibility. So just to say, even though it's a strong signal to the market, then we can potentially have other risk when it comes to, the battle around custody of this or infrastructure around, implementing those, as more companies will look into doing that. And then finally, this moment will likely be looked upon in years to come as a genuine tipping point. Elon and Tesla support legitimizes crypto and opens up Bitcoin to a whole new class of retail and institutional investors. Now it seems as Wall Street is in bed with this industry as well. So definitely strong statements around, what crypto in general as a sector can be looked now moving forward after this move from Tesla, not only for companies but also for for retail investors as well. But just because, Bitcoin will definitely be seen as an asset class, itself, a whole asset class, not only to store value like a safe haven as we see it's been for years for gold, but really, to also, appreciate assets. Now, the big question is, should you invest in Bitcoin at this point? Now that there is a lot of light being shed at it, as potentially being a new asset class to add to your portfolio as an investor, the question for me is definitely yes. You should be looking into investing in Bitcoin, not because you are shifting from stocks, not because you're shifting from other asset stocks, but just because, just 1% of your overall portfolio or your overall net worth can potentially be added here, just to not miss the whole bullish trend. But I won't buy at this point because, this is a huge spike. And usually after a huge spike, there are also some sort of sell-off or pullback because some people will take profits, especially day traders. But again, this is not guaranteed, but I will wait a little bit for pullback to happen in order to get in, otherwise if you have the money, if you have the capital to kind of average down, especially if you're buying Bitcoin Cash. I don't personally own any Bitcoins, but I do have a little bit of my net worth invested in Bitcoin Cash. So that's what I'm doing. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about this move from Tesla, and if you think what will be the future of Bitcoin being accepted in our daily life as a currency like the dollar.